Alrighty, everybody. I think we're live, maybe. It's been a minute. I might have actually forgot how to go live. But what's up, everybody? Good to see ya. Welcome back. My internet's been having a little bit of issues today, so I hope it's not going to be a problem for the stream. It's just been a little bit iffy, per se. What? Wait a minute. What is... Did YouTube do something new? Members only... Why is it saying members only live is... new? Anyways, that's not new. But what's up, everybody? Good to see ya. Welcome back. So we got a few things to talk about tonight. Mostly for snow. We actually got a little bit of snow going on right now. Got quite a few inches for quite a few people. Let's see here. Kitmar says, good grief. Couldn't imagine shoveling 24 inches of heavy wet snow. Yeah, it's rough. Cringing about the 2 to 5 inches forecast for me tonight. Yeah, there is a winter storm that we had back when I lived in Virginia, up here in Prince William County. This is where I grew up, actually. There was a storm that we had back in 2016. I think it was January, like January 20-something, 2016. We had a heck of a storm. It actually brought like 30 inches of snow up here to us. Boy, was that fun shoveling. That's terrible. We had another big snowstorm back in 2010. Snowmageddon. Pretty rough. A lot of people in the Mid-Atlantic will definitely remember that one. Anyways. We're live. Okay, good. Yeah, I almost forgot how to go live, man. It's been so long, huh? Got so much renovation still going on. They haven't even started on my room, which they're going to start next week, actually, which is going to be pretty good. It's just a big mess in my personal world right now. We'll hopefully be back here for good. Where's the most snow going to fall? Well, let's actually bring up the maps here, first of all. One thing I do want to do... I guess we'll pull up the GFS model first. Obviously, it's good to look at multiple models here, which we will. Yeah, that's one big thing is you can never just look at one model. You got to look at like all of them. So is this a pretty cold system or oh yeah, there's a lot of cold air coming down with this one too. All right, so let's hop back here. Let's look at the snow amount here. Let's see your total snow accumulation. We'll do 10 to 1 right here. All right, so let's hop it actually a little bit further into the Mid-Atlantic region here. So here we go. So here's the GFS's take on it. It actually shows some of the heaviest snowfall out by like northern West Virginia, maybe like southwestern Pennsylvania here a little bit. Here, let's look at Euro. Yeah, Euro kind of agrees, actually, showing some of the heaviest out there by, like, northern portions of West Virginia, like southwestern Pennsylvania there. What's up, Dixie? Good to see ya. Say good evening, my precious friends. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. What's up, Cobalt? Saying anything coming to New York at zip code. I have a trip. Well, let me look. See what we got going on. It's good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. All right, so let me just... copy this if it'll even let me. Here, I'm just gonna copy your whole message and just paste it in here. All right, let's see here. Whoops, here we go. Why is it not? All right, I'm just gonna have to type it in manually. Just it doesn't like me tonight. All right, here we go. So 13662. Here we go. All right, so you're up in New York. Okay, so you're up north. Gotcha. So the way the models were looking, I think a lot of it's going to be mostly south of you. Here, let me bring back up COD here. COD, meteorology. Bring this up. By the way, it's good to see you guys again. I hope everyone's been doing well. I know it's been a moment since we've actually were live here. I promise I'm not giving up on the channel. I just have so much going on. It's been ridiculous lately. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, all right, let's see here. So total snow accum. Yeah, so most of the snow is actually going to be to the south, mostly. If we hop back, And look at the warnings and stuff that we have. We don't have any up there. A lot of this is going to be for the Ohio Valley and like the Mid-Atlantic. Also the Northeast here too. We got a few, advisories and warnings out there. But yeah, a lot of it's going to be for like West Virginia. We do have a winter storm warning in effect. 5 to 8 inches of snow for like northern West Virginia. Yeah, that's somewhere the heaviest. Pittsburgh. Total snow accumulation between 5 and 8 inches as well. Yeah, so that's for the Pittsburgh area, by the way. So if there's anybody from Pittsburgh in here right now, that's kind of what that range is looking like. Between 5 and 8 inches tonight. Then we actually have another little set of winter storm warnings for Philadelphia, too. Between 3 and 5 inches is expected out there. What's up, Peachy? Did I say Peaches or Peachy? I don't even notice. Peachy, what's up, my friend? Good to see ya. Let's see here. Savannah, what's up? Good to see ya. Brink says, how much for 14845? Gotcha. 1484. Whoops. Hold on. Why is it not letting me? Here we go. 14845. Gotcha. All right, let's see here. So okay, so you're up here in on the southern side. So you're actually not in any warnings or anything. I think most of it's just going to be pretty much to your south. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot out here. GFS suggests up to an inch or so. Here, let's look at Euro. Euro actually shows maybe a little bit more, like 1 to 3. But, I mean, you're not in any advisories or any warnings or anything like that. It's kind of like a hit or miss type of thing here because there's a bunch of scattered snow showers going on right now. So, oh my gosh, dude. Dixie coming in with a 20. Holy cow. Thank you so much. That's greatly appreciated. Saying, met Christmas, my friend, or Merry Christmas. I think that's what you meant. But thank you so much. Dixie, that's really, really sweet of you. You guys in chat, please give Dixie a big thank you. That is just really, really sweet of you. I did not expect that. Thank you. Thank you. That's really, really nice of you, my friend. Let's see here. My local weather says we're gonna get snow and ice coming here in Virginia Beach. Look at worse than that. I didn't think that ice was going to be much of an issue with this one here. Here, let's bring up the... actually, we'll bring up the HRRR here. Let's see here. Freezing rain accumulation. Yeah, I don't see much ice being a concern. So the HRRR, late tonight going into early tomorrow morning here, does suggest maybe a little bit of ice, for the upper elevations of like North Carolina and like the Tennessee border here. A little bit for some of like the western sides of Virginia too, maybe a little bit. So we'll have to see. Then of course you have the total snow accumulation here with the HRRR model. Once again, by far some of the heaviest according to these models. Appears to be out here by like West Virginia and in Pennsylvania there. And it picks up a little bit more maybe towards like eastern Pennsylvania as well. So let's see here. Good to see you as well, Andrew. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dixie. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you too. That was really, really sweet of you. Once again, thank you so much for the 20. I really appreciate that. Helps me out a ton. Especially not being on in a while. I just have so much going on. I apologize for not being here as much. I really need to be, but there's just... my world's crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie. But thank you once again. I can never say it enough. Thank you. Polar says 13302, please, Andrew. You rock. Well, thank you, dude. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Let me bring it up. First of all, we'll see if you have any warnings or anything like that. That's the first thing I always check. I'm assuming you're not in Brazil. I see New York here. So we do have a lake effect snow warning here. Heavy lake effect snow. Additional accumulation 10 to 20 inches. Persistent lake snow. Snowfall rates may reach 3 to 4 inches per hour. Holy cow. Winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour will produce blowing and drifting snow. You guys out here is actually... this is pretty common for you guys, actually. I always remember every year this part of New York always just gets pounded, by lake effect snow, it seems. But yeah, wow. Yep, so I gotta watch out for that. Yeah, please be careful. Please be careful. There's quite a bit in there. But yeah, they do have 10 to 20 inches in the most persistent like snows, it says. Goodness. Yeah, usually Watertown. That's usually where I see a lot of heavy stuff. Not as much, though, for them, but still 7 to 14 inches here. Winds gusting as high as 35. So you're going to get like some snow that kind of like drifts into corners and stuff, making the totals in some places a little bit higher. Yeah, you got to watch for that wind too. Not good. Dixie says I owed you. You didn't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing, my friend. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. Extreme cold warning here. Let's see here. Wind chills as low as 25 below zero here. Let's actually peek at those temperatures real quickly. I'm curious to see what we're dealing with. I know it's supposed to get like ridiculously cold, but yeah, let's see what we got going on here. So these are actual temps, by the way. These are not your feel like. These are going to be actual temps here we're going to look at. Massive polar vortex coming down here. I mean, dude, this is like really cold. Like sub-zero in some places here. Goodness. I mean, yeah, look at that. Up in like the northern plains here. Like out there by like North Dakota and like Minnesota, dude. We're talking like -10 and -20 Fahrenheit. This is like not feel like. This is your actual temperature. Just wild. What's up, Roachy? Good to see ya. Saying, hey, Andrew, hope all is well. I heard that the Clipper, or if the Clipper shifts further north, I'd get less snow from my area. But if it nudges a bit south, we'll get more. Would I love to hear your feedback? Yeah, let me actually pull your area up real quickly, and we shall see what we got going on for you. Okay, so first of all, right now you're in a winter weather advisory here from the Weather Service. So they do have you in the 1 to 3 inch margin. Enough to cause problems, essentially. But yeah, 1 to 3 inches, not super bad. Yeah, so you got to watch out for like slippery roadways and stuff like that. You know, because I mean, even 1 to 3 inches of snow can cause some pretty big issues. So on what you were saying, if it shifts further south, you'll get more. So if we look at the reflectivity here, you can kind of see this clipper, going right through the Ohio Valley, and then it kind of pushes to the southeast here. Now, the way the HRRR has it is it kind of thins out by the time it gets to you, so it's like one quick burst of snow for a couple of hours, rather than a consistent low, moderate snowfall for several hours. It's kind of like a quick, heavy burst of snow from what it looks like here from the HRRR. I mean, either way, it's going to hit you likely pretty quick and pretty hard there, but it won't likely last very long. No, I mean it'll be mostly out by I would say a little after sunrise for some of these areas here. Yeah, most of this will be out until like afternoon essentially, but then of course for some areas we got to watch out for some of these other lake effect snow bands, so we got to keep an eye, which can quickly add to more totals. So, but yeah, anyways, the thing you got to go off of now is what the Weather Service has, in which they do have you in that 1 to 3 inch margin, which, like I said, it's just enough to cause issues essentially. So just be careful. Polar Vortex says, I think it depends on how the wind is blowing where it is. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like lake effect snow and stuff, wind direction is everything, and where all of the snow is going to end up. So basically you have these warm Great Lakes, and the cold air going over them, kicks up a lot of snow generation, and the wind carries all that snow. So basically it's just kind of throwing it in that area, which, wind direction is a huge, huge thing for lake effect snow. But anyways, let's see here. Oh my goodness, Polar Vortex, thank you for the 5, my friend. I appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. I appreciate your videos, especially for you interacting with your subscribers. Well, thank you, Polar. Yeah, that's, I try to help out as many people as I can, I just honestly enjoy helping you guys out and help keeping you guys weather aware. I love wintertime. I love the snow. It's too cold for me. I don't like going out in it. I like looking at it from inside, but yeah, no problem. I got you guys. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We're here for you guys. And if you're curious about how much snow you're gonna get tonight, just let me know. Throw down a zip code. We'll take it. We'll put it in the program here, and it'll bring us to your general area. Of course, not approximate. It'll just bring the general area up. That way, I can kind of see what warnings you have and stuff like that. So. But thank you guys once again. Huge shout out goes to Polar Vortex and Dixie for the support tonight. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Let's see here. Dixie says I'm out. Let's see, out of Colorado this winter. Can't hang anymore. I'm in sunny California. Gotcha. Yeah, probably depends on where you're at though in California. Probably won't be as harsh. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. All right, we're going to hop back to models here for a minute here. Here, let's go back to the GFS real quickly. So let's hop to GFS. Yeah, I want to look at those temps again. Because, boy, are they going to be quite cold. So these are... Here, let's go surface. We'll go temperature. So these are our actual temperatures. So this is the GFS model. So by the time we approach tomorrow morning... It is going to be cold, very cold. So the Ohio Valley is going to be like in the single digits. Now remember, this is actual temps. This is not your feel-like stuff. This is real temps. Yeah, those feel-like temps are going to be a lot colder, especially because of the amount of wind that we're going to have. If you look closely, you see these isobars, these lines. So this represents a line of equal pressure. So you have an isobars kind of squished and crammed together like that, indicates that the pressure is dropping over a short distance, quite greatly over a short distance, which can definitely kick up some winds, which, given the wind chill and stuff like that, that's going to be a lot lower. But, goodness, dude, it's going to be really cold. I mean, even in the deep south here, even towards the Gulf Coast, some areas out there by like maybe Mobile, Alabama could get near freezing. It's GFS there. Euro. Since it's pretty short range, like literally tomorrow morning, models are pretty much in sync here. Really, really cold. Really, really, really cold, especially the Ohio Valley, though. I mean, like right now, though, up in the northern plains, like the upper Midwest region, dude, it's a little bit chilly. Like well in the -10 to -20 range out there. That is just way too cold. Way too cold. Yeah, Dixie, it's not very good. Black ice is the worst. It's the worst. I mean, it just looks like a wet roadway when it's not. I mean, it could be, but you don't want to chance it ever. I got you. Let's see here. If we were at 18 now, that looks bad. Minus numbers. Yeah. That's pretty cold. So yeah, on top of the snow, we're going to be getting quite a bit of cold temps as well. Which, no thanks. Anyways, hopping back to accumulations, you guys. I know a lot of y'all are really wanting to know the numbers here. So this is this is the HRRR here. So by far some of the heaviest of the snow is going to be out here by like northern West Virginia here. Kind of right there between the the pretty much the tri-state region here between Maryland, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania here. HRRR does show huge ranging numbers, but like 5 to 7 inches or so. I mean, locally even higher amounts possible too. For some of that region there. It's kind of all over the place. But remember, this is just one model too. Here's a wrap model. But yeah, I mean, most of them are, I mean, at this point, given its short range, I mean, most of these models are pretty much on point with how much we can get. Some models showing a little bit more other places, like Baltimore area with the NAM suggests like, anywhere from like 3 to 6 inches or so, maybe locally higher amounts. Anyways, See, Gail says, appreciate all you do to keep us informed. I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking a little bit lately because I have a lot of stuff going on. I know it's no excuse, and I apologize for not being here as much as I really would wish I could. But you're very welcome, my friend. I'm glad to help out. And if y'all have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. See, you're in Northwest Arkansas. Gotcha. All right, let me look and see what you got. I don't think you're gonna have anything with this. This is mostly an event for like the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast region. But yeah, we're not gonna really see anything out here. Yeah, there's no warnings, no advisories, nothing like that going on. I mean, even in the long range, really don't think we have anything massive coming up here. So there's that clipper there. You guys can see this guy right here. So that goes through the Ohio Valley, up into the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast here. Then that high pressure builds in with all that cold air coming down from up north. Pacific Northwest actually has a bit of moisture coming in. Here, let's zoom into that real quickly. So that'll be right around the late 14th, early 15th here. It looks like we're going to have quite a bit of moisture roll through the Pacific Northwest here. I mean, yeah, throughout the 14th, 15th, and another wave comes in right around the 17th, driving a lot of potential upper level snowfall, a lot of rain for those lower areas like, Seattle and stuff. So that's really one of the big things that's coming up next. But yeah, obviously it's too early for Christmas. I know a lot of people are wondering if they're going to see a white Christmas this year. It's just too early. I know there's a lot of people that like to squeeze every little bit of viewership out of it. It's doing it this early, which is just ridiculous. It's way too early to tell. Yeah, but whenever it does get within range, we'll definitely let you guys know. I mean, yeah, obviously some people would glorify this because this is on Christmas Day, but this is 280 hours out, way too far. I don't like to look anything really further than 150 usually, and like that's if there's a lot of agreement too. But don't believe it. Too far out. But yeah, we'll see what happens though. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, Christmas is still like 12 days away, basically. Wow, it's actually getting closer than I thought it was. Holy cow! What's up, Tammy? Saying it's gonna get cold here in Georgia for a couple of days. I hate the cold. You and me both. And yeah, it is gonna be pretty chilly for a lot of people, even in the deep south too. I mean, it's just gonna be cold. Here, let's hop back to that real quickly. Those temps here. Yeah, so I mean, GFS even has tonight. Let's see here. Wait, what's today? Saturday? Today's Saturday, right? Yeah, today's Saturday. So, okay, so going into tomorrow morning should be relatively normal. It'll start cooling down by like afternoon for sure, but it's not really until the morning of Monday where you're gonna really feel it. Really feel it. So here's GFS. Remember, these are actual temperatures, by the way. Expected temperatures. Freezing. Northern Georgia might even get down in as low as the upper teens, lower 20s, according to GFS here. Let's compare that with Euro. Actually, Euro is a bit more aggressive, it looks like. Yep, kind of showing upper teens, lower 20s. Goodness, even Florida maybe getting some freezing temps. No, thank you. Definitely no thank you. Yeah, I'm in Central Florida, so it's not going to get as cold for me, but still in the 50s. I know you guys are probably laughing at me right now, complaining about the 50s, but I mean, I don't know. That's not too bad. The other night it was or last night I think it was like 42. That's pretty cold for us. That's real cold for us. Let's see here. Bill says first snow showers across in my area. Well, good luck. Enjoy it. If you hate snow, well, then don't enjoy. I'm sorry. Tammy says I have a construction job in the morning with no heat. Where I'll be. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Is that tomorrow morning? Or is that Monday morning? Because if it's Monday morning, yeah, that's gonna be the worst of it. Monday morning. Sunday morning, like in the morning here, it won't be as bad for Georgia. Other places can't really relate, but yeah, I mean, once we hit Monday morning, it's gonna be like the worst. Absolutely, it's gonna be some of the worst. So, yeah, I hate that for you. that's terrible. Oh, tomorrow and Monday. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Be sure to bundle up. Bill says you love snow. Rhode Island hasn't seen good snowfall in a long time, only 3 inches. But I'll tell you, that's 3 inches more of snow than I've seen this year. You probably will see. Here, one thing I'm going to do real quickly, I'm going to bring up Pivotal Weather here. I want to look at the total snowfall so far this year. Which, I mean, we technically haven't gotten into the big stuff yet. I mean, January, February are like the coldest months, and those are like the heaviest months with snowfall and stuff. All right, so let's bring up our observed snowfall here. Bring this little map over here. So we'll do seasonal snowfall. Okay, so this is how much snow we've already seen, this year. So you guys can see the bottom of the graph here. Shows you kind of, the key of what color represents how much snow. So, I mean, a lot of the upper Midwest has seen quite a bit so far this year. Like, they've already seen well over a foot in some areas here. And, yeah, I mean, definitely gotten quite a bit out there, especially like Iowa, Wisconsin. Then you got like upper state Michigan. I've seen a lot. Same thing for New York. Pretty good amount. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this map here over the next several weeks, just to see how that changes over time. So, anyways, here, let's hop over the radar real quickly. I do want to show y'all's the radar here. So this is current radar. This is the West Virginia radar. You can already see that a couple of inches have already been reported out here in like West Virginia. Same thing as Pennsylvania. We actually already have quite a bit of snow being reported out here. Pittsburgh area, I do see a couple showing 4 or 5 inches of snow that's already been reported out there. Greensburg, 4 inches. See, Rhode Island is the only state in New England with no snow on the map. Well, Rhode Island's really, really tiny. Well, you know what? Hold on a minute. There's a little dot of like maybe a dusting. But yeah, I mean, Rhode Island's tiny. Tiny, tiny. They'll probably get it, though. Wait till January. I bet you there'll be a lot of snow around then. We'll see. Tammy, yeah, it still gets cold down here, though, honestly. I mean, what was that? Was it November? It was early November of this year. We got down to 34 in Central Florida. That is cold. I know a lot of you guys are already used to temperatures way colder than that, but for where we are, for that time, that's wild. That was wild, man. I mean, like I said, last night got down to lower 40s, which for us is totally different. That's like our version of your guys' 10s, essentially. But anyways, guys, well, like I said, if y'all have any questions or anything, do not hesitate to ask. Like I said, we'll be more than happy to help y'all out. I mean, if you guys are even just curious of how much snow you're going to be seeing tonight, just let us know. Like I said, just throw down a zip code. We'll be taking zip codes. We'll be kind of going over the general area and the warnings and stuff that we do have here. Because right now we do have winter storm warnings all throughout, you can see all through portions of Indiana, cutting through like southern Ohio, into like West Virginia, a little bit of Pennsylvania, even a little patch out here by Philadelphia too, a little bit of New Jersey. So just wanted to mention that there too. And of course, all these kind of purplish polygons here, these are all winter weather advisories, which not all of them are the same. You got to remember that. Forecast is different per every area. It's never consistent. Snow is honestly just one of the most hardest things to forecast because there's so much going on. You got to monitor the moisture. You got to monitor the temperatures, not just at ground level, but throughout the atmosphere to know what kind of precipitation is going to be falling and stuff like that. There's so much to it. Wind speed, wind direction. Um, in my opinion, winter forecasting is the hardest to forecast out of them all. The easiest to forecast, I would say, some people would disagree with me on this, but I think tropical cyclones is probably the easiest thing to forecast. So it probably goes tropical cyclones, severe weather, then winter weather. With winter weather being like the hardest. The most. There's just a lot more you gotta really look into. It's just a big mess. But anyways, well, like I said, guys, if y'all have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. We'll be here for you guys here. Hopefully I'll be able to do another stream for you guys tomorrow. But like I said, a lot of this is happening tonight, so wanted to hop on here and stream just for a little bit with you guys, just to kind of show you all what we're kind of in for right now. The snow has yet to work its way out by like the DC area. Still not quite there. You can start to see it though coming through South Pennsylvania. I don't think it's reached the East Coast yet. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do Long Island radar. Oh yeah, no, we got a little bit out here by the Northeast going on right now. So, anyways, friends, well, if y'all have any final questions before I roll off here, let me know. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit because it's been way too long, and I just want to keep you guys up to date with everything here. But honestly, I mean, yeah, that's just pretty much what's going on here. A lot of cold air, a little bit of snow. Just a decent little system tonight. So you guys be careful, especially like when traveling and stuff here. I mean, it's dangerous to travel. I mean, even a little bit of snow can be a big issue. But Tammy says, "Thank you for all you do." Yeah, no problem. You're very welcome, of course. And but yeah, hopefully we'll be here back tomorrow. Like I said, I mean, there's really not anything massive that I'm seeing. I mean, the only big thing that I see it, in the near future is for the Pacific Northwest. A lot of snow and a lot of moisture coming through. There's a system here for the 18th that pops up. I don't know how consistent it's been. Fairly consistent in the models, actually. Yeah, I mean, we got another little front probably coming down here for the later teen dates, essentially, like right around the 18th or so. So we'll definitely see what happens with that one. See what goes on with all that, but we'll keep you all posted. Let's see here. Yeah, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not going to be that. I mean, from the way the models were looking, though, I mean, it looks like it's going to be kind of like, for some areas, a quick but heavy burst of snow. Just maybe a couple of hours worth of like heavy snow. Especially like the HRRR here. I mean, you could see some of these bands, high-end reflectivity. I mean, we're talking like 40 dBz. That's like several inches per hour. There's a chart somewhere I found that correlates, dBz to rates of snow. A lot of it depends on other factors too. But yeah, could just be a pretty heavy just burst of snow for a lot of the areas out by like the coast, like coastal New England and stuff. Traffic over the curb is overrated. Yeah. Oh, like I said though, once again, everybody, there could be a little bit of ice too. For the upper elevations of like far western North Carolina, far eastern Tennessee, and like western Virginia, there could be a little bit of ice that we need to look for, but mostly this is just going to be a bit of snow, essentially, and a lot of cold air too. So be prepared for that. Yeah, I mean, look at these temps. Ugh. No, thank you. Really, really cold. Yeah, the Ohio Valley is like single digits. Like Monday morning, it's going to be like the coldest. But, all right, everybody. well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you all for hanging out with us here. Once again, a massive shout out goes to Polar Vortex as well as Dixie for the donations today. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys. Really helps keep us in line and helps us pay for the programs and stuff, which I really appreciate. So thank you guys so much. And but yeah, if you guys have any further questions before I roll off here, just let us know real quickly. But yeah, we're probably gonna roll off here for now. And all that stuff. But like I said, I'll try to be back here tomorrow. I mean, no promises. Because like I said, I have a lot going on right now. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back here sometime very soon. Definitely not as long as it was since the last live stream. That I can promise you. I'll be back here relatively soon. Let's see here. Come on more often. Yeah, for sure. I know. I really need to. Like I said, there's just I have the whole house over here is being remodeled, so it's just constant people coming in and out for one, and then two, there's just a lot of personal stuff that's been going on. So, but yeah, so hopefully we'll be back for good, hopefully here soon. Gail says, "God bless you. Have a good night. You as well, my friend. You too, Savannah. Have a great night as well." But all right, everybody, thanks for joining. You guys take care. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you guys here in the next one. All right, everybody, see you later. You guys take care. Catch y'all later on. Peace out, my friends. See y'all in the next one.